Hey guys, Verbal95, recording live from the local county prison cell. Feels like forever since I've done one of these, right? Jeez. Um, so yeah, I'm having a little bit of trouble making my way through all the past lists before we get to list 5, and wow, I really want to get to list 5. Like, there is just so much really great stuff I have been throwing aside, from list 5 just to make more room for list 6, or in list 6. So, and list 6 is pretty well on its way. I really don't want to run out of stuff, that's why I'm doing this, but list 5 is just chock full of great fights. So anyway, this fight is going to be sort of... Okay. Remember when I did Donkey Kong Bowser? Way back? And the whole thing was that they're, two of Mario's biggest enemy. Or Mario's original enemy versus Mario's main enemy. This one is considered by a lot of people to be like a poor man's Donkey Kong Bowser. This is King K. Rool from Donkey Kong, mainly just the Donkey Kong Country series, obviously. It's really the only games I've had. And, King Dedede from the Kirby series. So, now, let me just start by saying a big part of this fight determines, or it weighs on how big King K. Rool is. Because in the Donkey Kong Country series, he's shown to be, maybe about twice DK's size. But in Donkey Kong 64, he's about 1,000 times bigger than Donkey Kong. But either way, we know he is huge. He is a massive freaking beast, and for someone of his size, he's also really fast. He's been shown to be able to jump from one side of a giant ship to another. He's, I think he had some sort of melee attack, but mainly, despite being this giant colossus that he is, he focuses, oddly enough, on distance attacks. This includes, he's got sort of like rocket-powered boxing gloves that turn around and come back to him. I believe he throws his crown a couple of times at some point, and that cuts people. And I think he had some sort of weapon, like some sort of actual gun, but I forget what that actually was right now. Oh yeah, that's right, he had a blunderbuss. He has or it's called a blunderbuss, but it's really just a musket. Either way, yeah. And, I believe that, sorry, I forgot about that for a second. His blunderbuss can not only shoot cannonballs for some reason, I believe it's cannonballs, yeah, which is odd, that a gun would shoot a cannonball. But it's also capable of laying down a smoke screen where he is. And he's apparently a fucking ninja, because he can vanish from that smoke screen, despite being, about the size of a frickin' house. So, K. Rool's got some surprising skills. Including, boxer, mad scientist, stuff like that. But pretty much, but despite all this, he is reduced to stealing bananas. So, there's that. Now let's talk about Dedede. King Dedede. Okay, let's, fuck this camera, right? Okay, sorry. So, King Dedede. This guy, penguin thing? Penguin? Yeah. Shouldn't be that big of a threat to anyone in the Kirby universe, considering what we've seen people in the Kirby universe do. But somehow he is. And not just like on a scheming level, but like an actual physical level. He is a threat to people for some reason. Like Kirby, Dedede can inflate himself with air and do that whole bouncing in the air thing. And like Kirby, he can inhale his enemies, but unlike Kirby, he doesn't have a different dimension inside of his body, so he just spits them out. And again, and he is, despite being able to fill himself with air and fly, suggesting that he would be lighter than air, he is actually very, very heavy. To the point where jumping somewhere, he can, cause a fair amount of impact just by landing. But we all know what Dedede really has up his sleeve. A giant fucking mallet. A mallet tricked out with just about every... Like, this is the Bowser's clown car of mallets. This thing is really, like... Usopp could not invent a fucking mallet this intricate. It apparently has a fucking black hole-esque vacuum inside of it that can fucking suck people towards it. It has like an unlimited amount of bombs inside it. It can set itself on fire. It's got I think it had like a spring inside of it at one point. It's jet powered. So that it can so that he can throw it and have it come, and have it, launch at rocket speeds. He can fucking swing it with the force of a fucking rocket because of it's jet-powered. Dedede, and it can extend and spin, because it's apparently got a fucking gyro axis on it, so it can... Oh, shit, Dedede. Wow. Video game villains are awesome. Come on. I read comic books and all that. I watch anime, but video game villains, I think, are really where it's at. Sorry, I have a little thing on the screen there. Video game villains are where it's at, except for David Xanatos. He will automatically be the greatest villain of all time ever, but video game villains are just a different breed of what the hell is going on. So, who wins between these guys? Again, if it's giant holy shit, he's, Godzilla K-Rool, then gotta go with him. Come on, Dedede's not gonna be able to take that guy down. Assuming they went with just regular Donkey Kong Country K-Rool, though. I want to say Dedede. I personally think K-Rool is a lot more skilled just because he's got a better level of physique to him. And, apparently can vanish out of nowhere. But even though the Blunderbuss has a lot of tricks to it, and K-Rool has a lot of gadgets that he can use, Dedede can literally throw everything but the kitchen... well, not literally, but almost literally throw everything but the kitchen sink at K-Rool. And... plus, being able to float in midair gives him a level of, certain level of mobility. And just by design, I don't know if Dedede would be able to inhale, K-Rool, but again, he's got a fucking black hole, apparently, inside of his hammer that would certainly do it, so why not? Anyway. Oh. I do think Dedede would win this. K-Rool's also got a distance advantage, but that hammer is mainly just the thing that I think Dedede uses to take this. So yeah. So once again, I find myself reminding you guys that I will leave it up to you whether you want me to do fights. Now, I don't take requests for fights, but I will leave it up to you whether I should do fights that involve characters that I have already put in other videos. Because again, there are so many characters that have so many fights requested for them all the time that I could fill up probably multiple lists with these things. Like, take a random character, Iron Man. I could put Iron Man against Mega Man. I could put Iron Man against Samus. I could put Iron Man against Guyver. I could put Iron Man, Mega Man. I could put Mega Man against Samus, Mega Man against Iron Man, Mega Man against Astro Boy, Mega Man against fucking, Sonic probably, or somebody from the Sonic universe. Samus is wanted to be put against many other people, including Master Chief, which I already did a video about that, but I don't think they're going to do that, considering Haloid was pretty much the inspiration behind it in the first place, so whatever. Master Chief, you could put him against Samus, you could put him against Doom Guy like they already did, you could put him against Commander Shepard, you could put him against fucking anybody, so that's the thing. Video game character, or not video game characters specifically, but characters in Death Battle have a lot of different suggestions to do, so if you guys want me to do that, which would help me out a lot, I've sort of prided myself on not doing stuff like that, but if you guys want me to, just say you want me to in the comments. Put in the comments of the video that you want me to do that, and I will do it. And this whole lack of matches thing will go right out the window. So just let me know. Okay? Purple Engine 95, see ya.